Stadium in Eugene. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dante Moore. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on...
Into the secondary on the right. He's at the 40. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
I mean, goodness goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Throwing more. With the catch, it's Stewart. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Davison. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking for the marker. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Cobb. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Johnson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Burrowing for yardage. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turns into the pile. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Upstairs to make the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Keep spinning the beam like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
Looking for space. It's Davison. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Dante Moore fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Complete to start this drive. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, it's Cobb. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Moore with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing Moore. Stepping to the right. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Using his legs, it's Davison. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
2nd and long here. They'll leave it with the lone back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out wide right, it's Singleton. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Right down the middle. It's complete. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, it's Cobb. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for room, it's Davison. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
One thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Going to the ground. There he goes. He's past the marker. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. You see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Hits inside. It's Davison. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. On the move, it's Cobb. And they got him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Making his first move. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moore. Under pressure. Right side, it's Hill. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Davison. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. In the gun on third down, Moore throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 3 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Mustangs with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scrape their head.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Brown wants to pass. Left side, it's Johnson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Cobb. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Breaks free, and he might be gone. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Auburn! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Throwing more. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
The Ducks will punt this one away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Right side, it's Eccles. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Tigers. And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The give on the counter. Jukes his way for more. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's more to throw. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Trying to make one miss. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out wide left, it's Johnson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! Somehow, they got up off the deck, they fought back, and they've tied the game. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore. Rushes on. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
To the ground. He's got it again. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Davison. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are on this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have it.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quick give. It's Cobb. Swamped immediately.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Brown wants to pass. Left side, it's Johnson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking for space. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Handoff again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think...
Snap to the up man, it's a fake. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Selling the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Just had to get rid of it.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Singleton. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
A nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Gets the back moving. Dante Moore. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Brown wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Johnson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get into him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll try the right side. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.